Don't hit down.
You've been listening to Donald Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania, the former president there speaking with supporters shortly after saying that he will be voting to keep Florida's 6-week abortion ban in place. Now, this comes just a day after he suggested that he opposed the 6-week ban. Let's bring in CNN's Jason Carroll. He is there at the Trump rally in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Also with us is CNN fact checker Daniel Dale. So, Jason, walk us through what Trump said yesterday and now what he and the campaign are saying today.
Grossly incompetent. Well, as you recall, it was yesterday when this subject matter was brought up in an interview. Trump seemed to suggest that he was not satisfied, not happy with the 6-week time frame on that 6-week abortion ban that's in place, saying that it's simply too restrictive. But he left the door open. He wasn't specific in terms of would he support overturning it, would he give any more specifics in terms of timing. Just a short while ago, he gave an interview to Fox News where he once and for all was very clear in terms of where he stands. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Are you voting yes or no on Amendment 4 in Florida?
So I think 6 weeks, you need more time than 6 weeks. I've disagreed with that right from the early primaries. When I heard about it, I disagreed with it. At the same time, the Democrats are radical because the 9 months is just a ridiculous situation where you can do an abortion in the 9th month. And, you know, some of the states like Minnesota and other states have it where you could actually execute the baby after birth. And all of that stuff is unacceptable. So I'll be voting no for that reason. Like English professors, they say.
So a couple of things there. He says he will be voting no for that reason, but to have to do a little bit of fact checking here. Once again, we should just make it very clear. It is illegal in every state in the nation to kill a baby after it's born. I mean, something like that should go without saying, but we have to keep repeating it because the former president keeps repeating that false claim. But again, at least now we have some clarity in terms of where Trump stands on this 6-week abortion ban in the state of Florida. He is now saying he does not support it and he would vote no. Back to you.
Yeah, and important clarification, fact check there. And for more fact checking, let's bring in Daniel Dale. So, Daniel, what have you heard in these different sets of remarks by Trump?
He just keeps telling the same lies over and over, Alex. So not only this post-birth execution nonsense that we just heard a very good fact check of, but he also claimed the 2020 election was rigged. We've been hearing that since 2020. It remains a lie. He claimed that he signed an old law in 2020 that gave an automatic 10-year prison sentence to anyone who did so much as touch a monument during protests. He did not sign any new law or an old law on that subject, didn't sign anything. He issued an executive order calling on the DOJ to enforce existing laws, so nothing new. He repeated his nonsense about Venezuela and the Congo emptying prisons to allow criminals to come here as migrants. There is no proof for that in either case, and both the Democratic Republic of Congo and the neighboring Republic of Congo have told me it is completely false. He said that the numbers of people we lost to drugs are fake, and it's probably 350,000 per year. The official number is about 110,000 last year, and while experts have told me there is likely some undercount, there is no reasonable way to get as high as 300,000, the figure he used to use, let alone the 350,000 he used today. One expert told me this is a, quote, made-up number. Alex?
Yeah, Donald Trump bringing reproductive rights right back to the center of this campaign. Daniel Dale, Jason Carroll, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Let's get more on this with our political experts. Priscilla Alvarez, I want to start with you. This is a pretty remarkable turnaround from yesterday. The one thing he said that was the same both yesterday and today is that you need more time, basically more than 6 weeks for this abortion ban. But today making it clear that he would vote against overturning it.
I mean, this tells you everything you need to know about how high of an issue this is for voters going into November. And it is also going to be used by the Harris campaign, which I have been following. In fact, the vice president at the beginning of this year started a reproductive rights tour. I was at her first stop, and this was a notable moment at the time because it's been a galvanizing issue for Democrats, and they were assigning it to her to essentially be the voice on it. In Arizona, she had a rally there, and she called it the Trump abortion ban. She coined that term, and that was it. After that, They used it repeatedly. And it's these types of moments that they seize on to remind voters about what they say is Trump essentially allowing for these abortion bans, for being in this position in the first place because of the Supreme Court and the overturning of Roe v. Wade. So the campaign doing more of this soon with a reproductive rights bus tour with at least 50 stops. So clearly a big issue.
Yeah, where they will certainly continue to hammer him on this. Josh Dawsey, I want to go to you. You obviously follow the former president and his campaign very closely. How much do you think this back and forth over this specific Florida amendment shows that the former president is really having a tough time here, trying to navigate this new era of post-Roe politics that he really helped create?
Yeah, he's having a tough time with this one because when he instituted it could be left up to the states. Trump saw that as a way to basically not have to take a position himself. Some of his advisors were pushing him to do 15-week ban, a 16-week national ban. He didn't want to take a position to himself. But because Florida is a state where he lives and he votes, this 6-week ban, now he has to take a position on it. And when Florida did the 6-week ban on the campaign trail, when Ron DeSantis was running for president, Trump immediately thought it was a huge mistake from DeSantis. He told folks, I don't get why he's doing it. What is he doing there? That's not going to be popular. That was his first original take. And he criticized that ban because he wanted to go after DeSantis. DeSantis he viewed as his political opponent, right? And he said, I don't think this ban makes sense. Then you saw the pro-life community come back pretty fiercely, deeply concerned that he was taking on a bill that would limit abortions in Florida, something that they want to do very much. So really for the last year or so, you've seen Trump vacillate on this issue, meeting with various groups, meeting with various activists, trying to do a more, a place where he doesn't have to support things like he's having to do today.
And Charlie Dent, in terms of his difficulties in walking this line, when you hear Trump saying that he will now vote to keep the 6-week Florida abortion ban in place, is that a recognition by the former president that he was facing significant blowback from the right flank?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Donald Trump, has unfixed policy positions, and they shift constantly, and no more on the issue of abortion. And I think the GOP recognizes that it is in an unsustainable position on the abortion issue that they need to moderate. So I think Trump is correct by trying to moderate the position of the party. The problem that he has, of course, is that he's like the proverbial arsonist trying to extinguish the abortion fire he helped start. And so he doesn't have a lot of credibility on this issue. I was one of the last pro-choice Republican members of the House Republican Conference in Washington, and I've been sounding this alarm for some time that the party was not in a good place, that these positions, these 6-week bans and other sorts of policies were very unpopular and were damaging the GOP and certainly widening a gender gap, particularly with women. So I think the party's in a bad spot, and Trump is trying to fix it, but he is simply the wrong messenger on this issue. So in the pro-life community, I think they've miscalculated terribly. They cut a deal with a very transactional man, Donald Trump, and now they're shocked. They're shocked that he is now somehow coming back to a pro-choice position, not only on the 6-week bill, but he's also endorsed, or he's not going to do anything to try to stop the movement of abortion drugs across state lines. And so they're unhappy with him. What they're finding out, though, that Right to Life movement is that many Republican voters don't have that strongly held a position on this issue, at least for these types of extreme policies.
Megan Hayes, let me bring you in. So Trump has been purposefully vague, trying to play both sides, trying to really straddle this line for quite some time now. Now he's quite firm that he's going to try to keep this 6-week ban in place in terms of at least the Florida amendment. Pick up where Priscilla left off in terms of how you expect the Harris campaign to seize on this.
Well, he's firm today, so we'll see what he says tomorrow because it's different than what he said yesterday. So I think that he's trying to muddy the waters and he's trying to create chaos. But I think what the Harris campaign is doing is they're picking up and they're going, this issue is very important to women. And it's very important to these independent women in these battleground states where this election is going to be decided. And they are playing it smart, and they always have. This is a super popular issue and it polls really high. The Harris campaign is leading in the polls by 20 points with women. That
those are the people who are going to decide this election. When you're talking 10,000 votes in these states, that's a major pickup. And then if he's going to isolate his base and he's going to, maybe people won't turn out. So every vote matters in these battleground states. And so they are capitalizing on an issue that's extremely important to Democrats. And it's not just women, it's also men who live with these, who have moms and sisters and daughters. So he's just, when he's trying to muddy the waters and continue to go back and forth, it doesn't do anything but help Democrats and help the Harris campaign.